Hey, what's up, good people? It's your boy, Pastor Drew. Listen, I'm the president and CEO of WPVN. What's the PVN for? Prophetic Voices Network. I'm also the host of the show, Prophetic Voices, Gospel Christian Music and Talk Showcase, made for television. Yeah, that's us. My co-hosts, Serena, Tajera, and Tamitha are on summer break. Those girls had to restock, restore, and replenish because we start a new season this fall. Second week in August, Monday and Thursday night, we'll be back on the air. Shout out to you, ladies. Miss you. Get your rest because you're going to need it. We're going full force. You're watching at this time a special edition of Prophetic Voices because I had the opportunity to meet a very interesting brother who's doing some interesting work. And I thought the most wonderful and interesting people on the face of the planet should get to meet this brother. This brother is an educator, singer, songwriter, producer, praise leader, stage playwright, director, and all of that. I think he's Jamaican, but we'll find out during the interview. Hey, listen, Devon is on his resume he sent over to me, his bio. He said he's unafraid to rock the waves with contemporary music. The brother was born in the suburbs of Atlanta. Devon was inspired by his elementary school teacher who encouraged him to sing in the youth and elementary school choir. He made his first debut at the ripe old age of 8 years old, singing What the World Needs Now. Hold on to that because we're going to talk about that one. Once he saw the expression for the love of his voice on his mother's face, he knew what he was destined to do, and that was to become a singer. Devon has performed and or worked with many groups in the secular realm, such as NSYNC, Boys to Men. This brother also has performed in many venues as a solo artist and has captivated audiences across the country. He received an epiphany from God, and it shook him during a Sunday morning service. The title of the sermon was, Do Not Compromise. Since then, Devon's talent and gifts have been strictly for God's glory. Devon said that his whole purpose and goal is to let people know that God is a gracious God and that he loves everyone and he loves them unconditionally. What this brother wants you to know is that he wants people who who have never heard gospel or Christian music before. He wants these people that normally don't listen to gospel to be drawn to the words of God through the melodies and the beats. After listening to my music, Devon says, they will begin to hear about the goodness of the Lord. God's word never returns void. A seed will be planted. Then it's my prayer that they will discover and come to Jesus however or wherever they are in life. That's basically this brother's whole message. And he is here with us on tonight, the one and only Devon Hines. Welcome to Prophetic Voices, my brother.
Hey, what's going on? What's going on, Pastor, man? That's a lot. I didn't realize that's a lot right there.
Hey, it's strange hearing your life before you, somebody to actually say it out loud. It's really strange, right? Every time I go and preach and they read my bio, I'm like, okay, that's enough. Stop.
You stop right there. Because I'm like, okay, I'll right.
Yeah, now they talked about you 2018. You produced a play, and you did that with Sister Latanya Mitchell. Yeah. A gospel play called God's Love, Can You Hear Me? Wow, let me go back. The brother does everything, right? Do you play any instruments?
Well, you know what? I attempt to play the keyboard, but I just stay in my lane. I'm a writer. I'm a vocal major. I stay in my lane.
All things music. Listen, and then if we go back to 2016, I read that you were nominated for a Gospel Choice Award. Wow.
Well, I was nominated in 2016, and then the following year, I won as the Male Solo Artist of the Year.
Wow.
Yeah.
And you just won an award this past weekend. Yeah. Tell us about that.
I won an award. I did a duet with this young lady named Tamara L. You know what? And it's a great song. And I think you should have a copy of it, the video and all that.
We're going to play it a little bit later. It is a very nice song. It is definitely one of those songs that you're driving and you got the radio on. It's definitely one of those songs. It's catchy and it's going to stick with you every time you hear it. The play was based on real life events. Tell us about how the play came about and how'd you go about choosing the characters for that play?
Well, as you said, the play was, you know, it was really real. The people that played in the play was about my family. I was in law enforcement. I worked as a private investigator. I did that for years, and at the time when I was married, my wife, she worked in the nursing field, and my son, he also he played the part I wrote about football there. He played high school football, college football. My daughter, she's a dancer. So everything in that play was really true. And the song was based around my son, Devon Hines. You know, he's artistic. And, you know, I wanted to, you know, God gave me something to put together because I wanted people to, you know, really understand the meaning of autism. I had different characters, you know, talking about different things that go on with them. And, you know, it's not a disability, it's a blessing. Because, you know, my son, he's really smart. You know, he just, you know, he followed directions well. He just really, you know, he's not a social person. That's the only thing.
Right. Wow, that's amazing. I know that we were, the Greek word is kairos. That means an appointed time, appointed people, appointed place. I know that I met you for an appointed assignment because we are actually, what this show is all about is to promote caregivers of special needs family members. And that's what we do. And we've got a award ceremony coming up March of 2023. And that's basically what this is centered around, helping those parents and giving notoriety, exposure to parents that take care of special needs people. Oftentimes they're forgotten group of people out there. People see them and they see that their loved ones are a little different, but it never dawned on them what they have to give up and what they have to sacrifice in order for this situation to work. And so I wanted to do something that was going to put it on the hearts and the minds of people that there's a group of people out there that should not be forgotten. And you're one of those people. So I know that this is definitely a Kairos type of meeting with you. When you write, because you're a songwriter and a playwright. So when you write, do you have characters or a vocalist in mind when you write, or do you just write and let it organically go wherever it's going to go?
Well, I'm one of those writers that God can give me something at night in the middle while I'm sleeping, and He'll give me something, and I wake up and I just start writing. You know, just like the song, one of the songs that I wrote, it's for my son. The name of the song is God's Love. He gave me that, I just remember the time, it was around about 2:35 a.m. And the song basically talking about, you know, kids, not only kids, but adults being accepted in this world because you're a little bit different. You know what? People, they look at you differently, whatever. So God gave me those words to really just bless the entire world, you know, because that's what we need, great songs like that. The name of the song is God's Love.
God's love. Wow. Anything or anybody that God places in our life. Oh, He said everything that He created was good. Come on, somebody. Yes. So if He gave you a child that needs special love and special attention, that's God's love that He's saying.
That's good right there.
I need to put this in you. I couldn't put this in everybody. Everybody wouldn't be able to handle this. You were chosen. There's purpose in everything that I've given you. There's purpose in this assignment for you. That's why every time I meet, I had a nephew that was born with leukemia, and they said that he would die at 13, and he ended up living until he was 28 years old. And we were at the hospital. He spent more of his life in the hospital than he did out and about. And I know that it had to be his mom and his grandmother, my mother, that God gave this family that assignment because He has so much love. And the doctors say, I believe that he's still alive because of it.